Financial advice always exacts its cost, and here's how. Welcome back to the Industry Leader Update. You should only buy a house when you can put 20% down with a payment that's no more than 25% of your take-home pay on a 15-year mortgage. That was the advice in a Facebook post from Dave Ramsey in May of 2013, and it echoes what he said in recent years. Now, while few are advocating that you should buy a home with little or no money down today, especially in a declining housing market, we have to ask, is there an opportunity cost for those that could have purchased a home 9 or 10 years ago and had a much smaller down payment available? For example, a married couple in Northern California were considering purchasing a 4-bedroom, 2-bath home, which listed for $285,000 in 2013. But having only enough money saved for a 10% down payment at the time, they continued to rent, following Ramsey's advice to wait until they could make a 20% down payment. Was that sound advice? Well, today that same home is valued at $420,000, a 47% increase in value. What Ramsey's advice overlooks is the opportunity cost. This couple lost the opportunity to buy the home at a much lower price and accumulate approximately $135,000 in unrealized equity. That's quite a cushion against any significant drop in home values. Now, Ramsey is correct to point out that too low of a down payment can put one at risk or have them paying expensive private mortgage insurance in some instances, or even worse, becoming upside down in the home, which makes you likely to foreclose. Now, the lesson in this story is that there's always a cost that's going to be exacted for the advice that we choose to follow. It may be to our benefit or to our loss. And this is why the opportunity cost for any financial advice has to be considered. However, calculating that cost of buying a home or getting or not getting a reverse mortgage in a particular time period, for that matter, it's really purely conjecture in most instances. It's only after the fact that we can assess the true cost of waiting. Hindsight is truly 20/20. And speaking of financial advice, I am not a financial advisor. I'm a commentator and a proponent of the proper and the suitable use of a reverse mortgage for those that would see a long-term benefit. And those considering the loan should always seek the advice of a trusted professional. Now, that said, rising interest rates have pushed many potential reverse mortgage borrowers today into being short to close for the loan. However, others have adequate equity to qualify, but they may wait considering the rising interest rates. Now, should a homeowner postpone getting a HECM loan with a typical 6% expected rate? Well, first, let's consider a few important factors. 1, while the 10-year constant maturity treasury rate has been climbing, the actual interest that's accrued on the loan each month is going to fluctuate with an adjustable rate HECM, which, by the way, is the most popular option presently. Second, if interest accrual is not the primary concern of the homeowner, but rather the available proceeds determined by today's rate, would waiting give that homeowner actually access to more money? Only if home values continue to appreciate and interest rates declined or stabilized. And there's a phrase in real estate that we must not forget. It says, marry the house and date the rate. I would add, marry the home's purchase price or present value. In other words, it may be better to get a reverse mortgage at today's higher interest rates and current home values than to wait until mortgage rates have moderated and home values have possibly dropped significantly in their area. And we're going to see interest rates likely at 6% for some time. Now, every homeowner considering a reverse mortgage should ponder these questions. What motivated you to look into a reverse mortgage in the first place? How would your life change if you eliminated your existing mortgage payments or had access to funds on demand? What will your life look like in 5 years from now if you choose not to get a reverse mortgage? How long do you think it will take for interest rates to drop down to where they were in 2021? Do you believe that interest rates will ever be that low in your lifetime? And if interest rates don't go down and home values begin to decline, how would that impact your eligibility for a reverse mortgage? Would securing a reverse mortgage based on your home's value today be better than waiting to see what your home's worth in 1, 2, or 5 years? Now, if you don't get a reverse mortgage, What things would you not be able to do if you had? In the end, it's often an opportunity cost that's going to be paid for these individuals that postpone making a decision. Now, what's the opportunity cost for your potential borrowers? That's the question today. You can chime in the comments section below. And if you would share today's video on your LinkedIn and Facebook profiles, we appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you liked today's episode or disliked it, hit the like button or dislike button, but just let us know how we're doing. We want to hear from you. And don't forget, each and every week you can catch up on your reverse mortgage news just by putting in those earbuds and listening to our weekly podcast, HECM World Weekly. And by the way, if you're an Apple user, you can listen and subscribe on iTunes. That's a wrap for us this week, and we'll see you next Monday for more reverse mortgage news, commentary, and analysis here at HECM World.